Absolutely. And I think that's I just protected that May because it's a critical
Really, NYC. I think that this actually sort of clears things up a bit. It was very confusing. The details around.
Kaizen. Did you know that you can form a Pennsylvania LLC for $0 plus state fees? It's super easy using Zen Business. Just click on Start an LLC, answer a few questions, and you'll be done in less than 10 minutes. They'll make sure you fill out everything correctly and save all of your paperwork for you. Even talk to a human if you need some help. There's a reason over 800,000 people have chosen. Don't let something like an LLC hold you back. Get it formed today by clicking the link below.
Obviously showing the finger upset, it means he likely cut off, especially because one of them had the baby tattoo. So I've gone around with that object to remind himself of that. Actually, fuck this man.
One of those weirdos. When you could kind of look at him and tell, like, none of this is. When I see this type of thing around, the bracelets and the bonnet and the nail polish, and he looks like a fucking weirdo. He looks like one of them weird heads. It's like the black version of Jeffrey Dahmer. Y'all seen that shit like Jeffrey Dahmer used to kill animals and cut them up and all that weird, like just a fucking weirdo.
So Mike went around with an object to remind himself of that. What the actual fuck this man sick monster took her figure as a trophy. Let me look this up. Because if this is a thing that you can buy a Sakuna Singer break. So it looks like this is a thing. Okay? You can buy a Sakuna Singer break.
Yeah, but it's still weird. The fact that the person he's supposed to have healed got 2 fingers cut off. It just shows you like it's something wrong with the name. Like he thought he like he thinks it's weird.
They sell them. That does look like what David had.
Yeah, that does.
And that gives an out and say that he's not fucking with a real finger in this video. It looks like the finger, the fake finger that's worn. I do think that this is symbolism for what he really had going on.
Yeah,
I think possibly that's a real finger. It's a lot. Well,
he's wrapped it up with something that belonged to the girl. Just that's whatever it's belonged to her. This was her later some shitty dresses.
It seemed like he kept a couple of fingers. So I'm going to say, let's not blur that for context. I don't think that this is a real finger.
But I think it's similar
about this. I don't follow this anime. Okay, this is jumpsuit.
Only anime I know, like, I used to like Money Bounty. So I like
great page basically says the Sakuna's fingers only contain his soul cursed energy, but they also Sakuna was split into fingers, into many numbers. My question is, Sakuna's fingers only contain his soul. C is also the distribution of his power into 20 fingers. Does the power mean his ability, speed, strength, powers? This is just dark. It definitely holds his power like an outlet stats. It made pretty clear throughout the story. The number of things he also gets. This is just fun. I just can't believe it. So there's just a reaction. Correct me if I'm wrong. Answers to penetrating roots and smooth edges, representing sharp face industries. Injuries. I know this might not be the knife, but we're discussing OD my ass. The narrative is completely out of picture. My mind went right to his knife. Smooth edges manipulate a knife, but cuts clean, not wearing it will be consistent. Okay, people trying to get to the bottom of the report. Instead, I was thinking everywhere. Yeah.
a sick ass human being. You can't convince me no like magazines, streets where I'm like standing next to them, being at dinner tables with them. It's what I got, man. Those huge things. That's the first person that I would say out of all the celebrities that I met that I was starstruck. And hang out with James, you know what I'm saying? And he comes out the room, I look at him, and I'm not I see like an aura, his aura, whatever. I see.
Ariana Smith further, because August 20th, 2024 did not arrive without warning. It built slowly, the way that tragedies always build, in small moments that individually seem manageable, until suddenly they are not. Welcome to Cold Case 365. Thank you to our incredible subscribers for being here. May your families stay safe wherever you are. Today we are taking you inside a case that shook Birmingham, Alabama to its core. A 21-year-old mother, a social media dispute, a parking lot ambush, and 168 shell casings left behind, while hundreds of people watched it happen live on Facebook. For our returning viewers and those just joining us, subscribe, like, and share. Because we bring you the parts the media never reported, the evidence they didn't show, and the connections they missed. This is the story of Asia Alice. Let's get into it. Asia Alice was 21 years old. She lived at Hunnard Ridge Apartments on Gallant Drive, a complex sitting in the Apple Valley neighborhood of East Birmingham that had a history stretching back years. A history the city of Birmingham had sued over and had ultimately failed to address with any real accountability. Asia was a single mother. Her daughter, Mariah, was 4 years old and had just started pre-kindergarten that same week. The image of that, a little girl with a new backpack starting school, while her mother's last days were quietly counting down, is the kind of detail that lodges itself somewhere behind your chest and refuses to move. Asia had already lost so much before August 20th ever arrived. Her own mother had passed away in 2017. And then, on July 26th, 2024, that's 25 days before Asia was killed, Mariah's father died. He was also 21 years old. He died from natural causes, leaving behind a 4-year-old daughter and a young mother who was now carrying everything alone. By the time Asia walked into that parking lot on August 20th, Mariah had already lost one parent. Within the month, she would lose both. In 25 days, that 4-year-old child became an orphan. Her maternal grandmother already gone, her father gone, and now her mother, the last person standing between her and a world completely without family, gone too. If you feel something reading that, go ahead, hold on to it, because that is who Asia Alice was. Not a statistic, not a case number, a mother, a daughter. The last line of defense, a little girl who deserved so much more than the hand she was dealt. Conflict that ended Asia's life did not start with gunfire. It started the way so many of these stories do now, on a screen. An ongoing dispute between Asia and the 19-year-old woman named Jania Hendricks had been building on social media for weeks. At the root of it was something achingly human and utterly ordinary. A shared romantic interest, kind of conflict that plays out on timelines across the country every single day. most of the time dissolving into nothing more serious than unfounded accounts and mutual agreements. Julia Hendricks is the younger sister of a 20-year-old man named Justin Hendricks. And on the night of August 20th, 2024, Virginia's group made the decision to take what had been living on social media and bring it to the physical world. They came to Monarch Ranch. They came looking for Asia. By the time the confrontation took shape in the parking lot, approximately 50 people were gathered in and around that space. 50. This was not a private dispute playing out quietly between two women. This was a crowd, an audience,